Hey guys, welcome to the final day of Graphic Novel Week. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get some comic-inspired nail art, so if you would like to see how, stick around. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways. The first is using nail polish in primary comic-y colors and a paintbrush. The second way is using some art markers and Sharpies. And the third is using comic-based temporary nail tattoos. So let's get started. And I'm sorry for any feedback from my computer, guys. My fan can be very loud. So I'm going to start off with a base coat. I'm using the Orly Bonder because if you're going to go through all the trouble of making comic nails, you want something that's really going to grip and not chip like crazy. Kind of rhymed there. Grip, not chip. And then I'm going to make a base coat of pure white. Now I'm going to warn you, white polish is notoriously streaky, so it really doesn't matter what brand you use, you're going to have to go over it a couple of times, but just make it as even and uniform as you can so that the design will pop. And avoid coats that are too thick so you don't get bubbles. Next, I'm using just a paper palette, comic inspired of course, to make little pools of my colors so that I can work from them with my art brush. Now ideally I would have used a fine liner brush for some detail and control, but I couldn't find it. So this one is just a flat and thin angled brush, which does actually help sketch out the shape well. So you just kind of use it to make your angles and then fill in the rest of the polish. Now I used 3 bold primary colors, and I did this to show you that really paler is better. Pale is your friend in this case because the next stage is going to show up much better on a pale polish. And that next stage is to take a fine Sharpie and outline your shape, which will really make it pop and look more comic-y, and will also have the added bonus of neatening up your edges. So don't worry if your original shape wasn't perfect, it's really not going to be noticeable. Once you've done that, you're going to write on your comic-y word like pow or bang or whatever will fit on your nail. You might need to recruit help for this one, especially on your non-dominant hand. But as you can see here, as I mentioned, it definitely shows up better on the paler colors. So that's it for the first technique. Now on to the second, which is to use temporary nail tattoos. These work exactly the same way as body tattoos. You just trim off the size you need for your nail and then follow the manufacturer's instructions. I do it a little differently than they say to. I just swish it in a bowl of water and dip my nail in as well, and then push it on for just a few seconds and then it slides right off. Really no fuss about it. And then I clean up around the nail bed with a Q-tip dipped in nail polish remover, and then you're done. That one's easy peasy. Now on to the final technique, where we'll be doing the same design as the first round, but this time with art markers instead of polish. So again, you just sketch out your design. Fine tip is better, and pale colors, as I said, work best. And for some reason I forgot to record it, but you go around it just like I did the first time with a fine tip Sharpie to outline and write in your phrase. Then just make sure to protect all of your designs with a fast drying top coat. I'm using the Seche Vite one because it dries down to the nail bed in minutes and is rock hard, smudge proof, so great for something like this that you've spent a lot of time on. And there you have it. Those are 3 different ways to get some comic nails. Great for a convention or to show your comics love. Thank you guys for watching and for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed Graphic Novel Week. If you missed anything, it is all linked right here in the one that says playlist, so you can catch up on all of it there. And I hope to see you guys the next time I do a Graphic Novel Week. But until then, thanks for watching, and of course, happy reading!